Welcome to IRA's online classes. We'll go for the topic adjectives. We'll go for the rules first, then we'll think about the application part. You know what an adjective is? An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. Any word that describes a noun or a pronoun is termed as an adjective. If I say, she is a beautiful girl. Girl is a noun. If I ask you what kind of girl, the answer is beautiful girl. So word beautiful describes girl. Girl is a noun. Any word that describes a noun is called an adjective. So beautiful becomes an adjective. Now every adjective has 3 degrees: positive, comparative and superlative. Positive does not mean the positive charge or negative charge. These are the 3 degrees of every adjective: positive, comparative and superlative. If I say strong is a positive degree adjective, the comparative degree is stronger, superlative is strongest. Tall, taller, tallest, sharp, sharper, sharpest, beautiful, most beautiful, intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent, etc. So every adjective has 3 degrees, as I said: positive, comparative and superlative. Now these ER words or more words are termed as comparative degree adjectives. We have discussed it in the case of pronouns as well. ER words and more words are called comparative degree adjectives, and ER and more words will be followed by than. Comparative degree adjectives will be followed by than. ER and more words followed by than. OR words, senior, junior, superior, inferior. OR words followed by to. We have discussed in pronouns. Come to this. X is more sharper than Y. X is more sharp than Y. Come to the first 2 sentences. Now we can use a comparative degree adjective only when we draw a comparison between 2 entities. Only when 2 entities are getting compared, we can go for a comparative degree adjective. We have 2 entities here. One is X and the other one is Y. Come to the second one. X is more sharp than Y. 2 entities, X and Y. I say neither of these 2 statements is grammatically correct. Now, sharp is an adjective. As I said, ER and more words are called comparative degree adjectives. More is used with the adjectives to which ER cannot be added. More is used with the adjectives to which ER cannot be added. Like beautiful, there's nothing like beautifuler. So we have to add more to it. More beautiful becomes a comparative degree adjective. Come to the first statement once again. X is more sharper than Y. Sharper itself is an ER word, comparative degree adjective. So if I say more sharper, it becomes an error with redundancy, so grammatically wrong. Come to the next one. X is more sharp than Y. Sharp is an adjective. We can add ER to sharp and make it sharper. As I said, more is used with the adjectives to which ER cannot be added, so more sharp becomes a wrong usage. Come to the next statement. X is sharper than Y. We have 2 entities here. One is X and the other one is Y. Sharper is a comparative degree adjective. Comparative degree adjectives will be followed by than. Sharper is a comparative degree adjective followed by than. That is also fine. So this statement is grammatically correct. Come to the next one. X is more powerful than Y. 2 entities, X and Y. Powerful is an adjective. We cannot add ER to powerful, so we have to add more to it. So more powerful becomes a comparative degree adjective. More powerful is a comparative degree adjective followed by than. That is also fine. This statement is also grammatically correct. The next one. A is better than B. 2 entities are here. One is A and the other one is B. Good is a positive degree adjective. Not the charge I am saying. Not the positive charge, negative charge. Good is a positive degree adjective. The comparative degree of good is better. The superlative degree is best. It is good, better, best. 2 entities A and B. We have to go for a comparative degree adjective. Better is a comparative degree form of good. And comparative degree adjectives will be followed by than. Better is a comparative degree adjective followed by than. That is also fine. This statement is grammatically correct. The next one. A is worse than B. 2 entities, A and B. Bad is a positive degree adjective, not the charge. Bad is a positive degree adjective. The comparative degree of bad is worse, WRSC. And the superlative degree is worst, WRST. It's good, better, best, bad, worse, worst. Worse is a comparative degree adjective. We have two entities here, A and B. So anyway, we have to use a comparative degree adjective. Worse is a comparative degree adjective followed by than. That is also fine. This statement is grammatically correct. Now come to the first statement. Come to this one. X is sharper than Y. From this statement, is Y sharp? Sharp means like intelligent. Is Y sharp? If I say A is more beautiful than Y. A is more beautiful than Y. From this statement, is Y beautiful? Yes. Y is beautiful. The thing is, A is more beautiful. Similarly, X is sharper than Y means Y is sharp, A is sharper. That's the meaning. X is more powerful than Y. From this statement, is Y powerful? Yeah. Y is powerful. The only thing is, X is more powerful. A is better than B. From this, is B good? Yeah. B is good. The thing is, A is better. If I say, instead of selecting you, I select a more intelligent person. Instead of selecting you, I select a more intelligent person. From this statement, are you intelligent? Yes. Because I said a more intelligent person, that means you are also intelligent. What if I say, instead of selecting you, I select an intelligent person. Instead of selecting you, I select an intelligent person. From this statement, are you intelligent? No. Now you're not intelligent. A is better than B means B is good, A is better. Similarly, A is worse than B. From this statement, is B good? No. The question about good does not come here. A is worse than B means B is bad, A is worse. That's the meaning. So understand the meaning of every sentence. Come to this. X is more preferable than Y. X is more preferable to Y. X is preferable than Y. X is preferable to Y. My question is, which of these sentences is so are grammatically correct? Now there is no usage like more preferable. More preferable is a wrong usage. It is just preferable. Right. Preferable is a correct usage. More preferable is a wrong usage. Based on that, the first two sentences are eliminated. Now we have two sentences left. X is preferable than Y. X is preferable to Y. We have discussed this rule in pronouns. Prefer cannot be followed by than. Prefer will be followed by to. Based on that, this sentence is also eliminated. The last one is grammatically correct. X is preferable, prefer followed by to. X is preferable to Y is grammatically correct. Come to these sentences. X is more senior than him. X is more senior to she. She is senior than he. She is senior to him. Now what we discussed in the topic pronouns, ER words and more words will be followed by than. And if it is than, the pronoun must be in the subjective form. This will be discussed. ER words and more words, comparative degree adjectives will be followed by than. And if it is than, the pronoun must be in the subjective form. OR words will be followed by to. And if it is to, the pronoun must be in the objective form. So ER words and more words followed by than, subjective pronoun. OR words followed by to, objective pronoun. Now come to the first statement. She is more senior than him. Now there is no usage like more senior, more junior, more inferior, more superior. All these are wrong usages. It is just senior, junior, superior, inferior. Based on that, the first two statements are eliminated. Come to the first sentence once again. More senior than him. Now than him is an objective pronoun. After than, the pronoun must be in the subjective form. There's another error in the first sentence. Come to the second one. She is more senior. I told you more senior is anyway a wrong usage. She is more senior to he. After to, the pronoun must be in the objective form. He is subjective. So there's another reason to say sentence 2 is wrong. Come to the third one. She is senior than he. Senior is an OR word. OR words cannot be followed by than. OR words will be followed by to. So senior than is a wrong usage. Eliminated. Come to the third one, the last one, the fourth one. She is senior to him. Senior is an OR word, and OR words will be followed by to. That is fine. OR words will be followed by to, and if it is to, the pronoun must be in the objective form. Him is an objective pronoun. I gave in the list of objective pronouns. You have to by heart the list. So OR word to objective pronoun, grammatically correct. She is senior to him is grammatically fine. So that's it about comparative degree adjectives. We go for a comparative degree adjective when we draw a comparison between two entities. Some over there, I'll tell you. Right. Now these ST words or most words are termed as superlative degree adjectives. Now as I told you, we use a comparative degree adjective when we draw a comparison between two entities. A superlative degree adjective is used when we refer to the highest level entity in a group. When we refer to the highest level entity in a group, we have to go for a superlative degree adjective. Come to the first two sentences. She is the most tallest girl in the class. She is the most tall girl in the class. I say neither of these two sentences is grammatically correct. I told you earlier, more is used with the adjectives to which ER cannot be added. Similarly, most is used with the adjectives to which ST cannot be added. Like beautiful, nothing like beautifulest. So we have to add most to it. Most beautiful becomes a superlative degree adjective. Intelligent, nothing like intelligentest. So we have to add most to it. Most intelligent becomes a superlative degree adjective. So we can use most to the adjectives to which ST cannot be added. Now come to the first statement. She is the most tallest girl in the class. Tallest itself is an ST word, superlative degree adjective. So most tallest becomes an error with redundancy, grammatically wrong. Come to the second one. She is the most tall girl in the class. Tall is an adjective. We can add ST to tall and make it tallest. So in this context, most tall becomes a wrong usage. Eliminated. Come to the third one. She is the tallest girl in the class. Tallest is a correct usage, superlative degree adjective. Now as I told you, we can use a superlative degree adjective only when we refer to the highest level entity in a group. What is a group here? The class is the group here. We are talking about the highest level entity, superlative degree adjective, grammatically correct. Come to the next one. He is the wealthiest man in the city. Wealthiest is a superlative degree adjective. Wealthy is a positive degree adjective. Wealthier is a comparative degree adjective. Wealthiest is a superlative degree adjective. It's wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest. Wealth is not an adjective. Wealth is a noun. I'll tell you in parts of speech. Wealthy is an adjective, positive degree. The comparative degree is wealthier. The superlative degree is wealthiest. So he is the wealthiest man in the city. What's the group here? The city is the group here. We are talking about the highest level entity, superlative degree adjective, grammatically correct. Come to the next one. He is the most cunning person in my locality. Cunning is an adjective, positive degree adjective. The comparative degree of cunning is more cunning. We cannot add ER or ST to cunning. So to make it comparative, we have to add more to it. To make it superlative, we have to add most to it. So cunning is a positive degree adjective. The comparative degree is more cunning. The superlative degree is most cunning. It's cunning, more cunning, most cunning. So most cunning is a superlative degree adjective, correct usage. What is a group here? In my locality is the group here. We are talking about the highest level entity, superlative degree adjective, grammatically correct. He is the most honest employee in my company. Most honest is a correct usage or a wrong usage? Honest is a positive degree adjective. Honest is not a superlative degree adjective. Now, we cannot add er to honest, so the comparative form becomes more honest. We cannot add st to honest, thing like honestest. So superlative degree is most honest. Now, most strongest becomes an error with redundancy. Because strongest is a superlative degree adjective, most strongest becomes redundant. Most tallest is an error with redundancy. Tallest is a superlative degree adjective, most tallest becomes redundant. Most highest, redundancy. Highest is a superlative degree adjective, high, higher, highest. So most highest becomes redundant. Most lowest. Lowest is a superlative degree adjective, most lowest becomes redundant. Most sharpest, redundancy. Sharpest is a superlative degree adjective, most sharpest becomes redundant. Honest is not a superlative degree adjective, honest is a positive degree adjective. We cannot add er to honest, so as I said, to make it comparative, we have to add more to it. So more honest becomes a comparative degree adjective. We cannot add st to honest, so to make it superlative, we have to add most to it. So most honest is a superlative degree adjective and it is a correct usage. What is a group here? In my company is a group here. We are talking about the highest level entity. Most honest is a superlative degree adjective, grammatically correct. Now come to these 4 correct statements once again. She is the tallest girl in the class. From this statement, are there any tall girls in the class? Yes. Only if tall girls are there in the class, I can say she is the tallest girl in the class. He is the wealthiest man in the city. From this statement, are there any wealthy men in the city? Yes. Only if wealthy men are there in the city, I can say he is the wealthiest man in the city. He is the most cunning person in my locality. From this sentence, are there any cunning persons in my society? Yes. In my locality, yes. Only if cunning persons are there in my locality, I can say he is the most cunning person in my locality. Similarly, he is the most honest employee in my company. From this, are there any honest employees in my company? Yes. Only if honest employees are there in my company, I can say he is the most honest employee in my company. So understand the meaning of every sentence. Now, come to this. The most unique is a wrong usage. Now, unique itself refers to a specific level. So, if I say most unique, it becomes error with a redundancy, grammatically wrong. The most perfect. Perfect itself refers to a specific level. So, most perfect becomes an error with redundancy. The most ultimate. Ultimate itself refers to a specific level. Most ultimate is a wrong usage. Most extreme, the same thing. Extreme means a specific one. Most extreme becomes an error with redundancy. The most highest, the specific one. Highest itself talks about a specific one. Highest itself is an st word, superlative degree adjective. So most highest becomes an error with redundancy. All these are wrong usages. Right? Come to the statement. A is comparatively better than B. I say this sentence is grammatically wrong. Because better itself means comparatively. Better itself means comparatively. Comparatively better becomes an error with redundancy. A is better than B is completely fine. So in a sentence, there should not be more than one word conveying the same meaning. If I say, I tell you, go to any faculty. Go to any faculty. From this sentence, tell me, am I a faculty? What can be understood? Okay, go to any faculty. Based only on this statement, forget about the fact. Forget about the fact. Based only on this statement, what can be understood? I am a faculty. I am not a faculty. Maybe, may not be a faculty. It is not, maybe, may not be. My question is, from this statement, go to any faculty, whether I am a faculty or not. If I say go to any faculty, that means I am not a faculty. If I say go to any other faculty, that means I am also a faculty. If I say go to any faculty, that means I am not a faculty. If I say go to any other faculty, then it means I am also a faculty. Understand the meaning? If I say instead of selecting you, I select a man. Instead of selecting you, I select a man. From this statement, are you a man? No, because I said instead of selecting you, I select a man. That means you are not a man. What if I say instead of selecting you, I select another man? Instead of selecting you, I select another man. From this statement, are you a man? Yes. Instead of selecting you, I select another man means you are also a man. Now, there's a comedy in a Malayalam movie. A person calls his friend dog, right? Dog. So another person hears that. So that person asks this guy, did you call me dog? So this guy says, no, I meant another dog. What does it mean? I meant another dog means that guy is also a dog. So every word in sentence matters a lot. Now every sentence must be grammatically correct, must make sense. Come to the statement here. Kerala is more beautiful than any state in India. From this sentence, is Kerala a state in India? Now Kerala must be a state in India. I'm asking you from the first statement, Kerala is more beautiful than any state in India. From this sentence you tell me, is Kerala a state in India? No. Now as I told you earlier, go to any faculty means I am not a faculty. Go to any other faculty means I am also a faculty. Similarly, Kerala is more beautiful than any state in India means Kerala is not a state in India. Kerala has to be a state in India. The meaning is not fine, so eliminate it. Come to the second one. Kerala is more beautiful than any other state in India. From this sentence, is Kerala a state in India? Yes, because I said any other state in India, that means Kerala is also a state in India. The meaning is completely fine. Now, any other states, any other boys, any other girls, any other cars, any other houses, all these are wrong usages. It must be any other book, any other boy, any other house, any other car, any other teacher, any other student. All these are correct usages. So any other state is wrong, it must be any other state. Kerala is more beautiful than any other state in India means Kerala is also a state in India. The meaning is completely fine. Now we need to find out whether it is grammatically correct or not. More beautiful is a comparative degree adjective. We can use it only when we compare two entities. The two entities getting compared here are, one is Kerala and the other one is any other state. These are the two entities getting compared. More beautiful is a comparative degree adjective followed by than. That is also fine. This statement is grammatically correct. Now come to the next one. Kerala is the most beautiful state in India. Most beautiful is a superlative degree adjective. Now as you know, we can use a superlative degree adjective when we refer to the highest level entity in a group. What's a group here? India is the group here. We are talking about the highest level entity, superlative degree adjective, grammatically correct. Now the second sentence and the third sentence mean the same. The same meaning, the only thing is expressed in two different forms. One is a comparative degree form, the other one is a superlative degree form. That is the only difference, the meaning remains the same. Kerala is more beautiful than any other state in India is the same as Kerala is the most beautiful state in India. The same idea expressed in two different forms, the comparative degree form and the superlative degree form. The meaning, as I said, remains the same. Come to the next one. I told you every sentence must make sense. She is more intelligent than any other boy in the class. She is more intelligent than any boy in the class. Now my question is, if these two are given as options, which one will you select? Every sentence must be grammatically correct and must make sense. I repeat it. Come to the first one. Understand the meaning of it. She is more intelligent than any other boy in the class. From this statement, is she a boy? No, she cannot be a boy anyway. She cannot be a boy anyway. I'm asking you from the first statement, is she a boy? She is more intelligent than any other boy in the class means she is also a boy. Go to any other faculty means I am also a faculty. So she is more intelligent than any other boy in the class means she is also a boy. She cannot be a boy. The meaning is not fine, grammatically wrong. Eliminated. Come to the second one. She is more intelligent than any boy in the class. From this statement, is she a boy? No. Go to any faculty means I am not a faculty. She is more intelligent than any boy in the class means she is not a boy. The meaning is completely fine. Now we need to check whether it is grammatically correct or not. More intelligent is a comparative degree adjective. We can use it when we draw a comparison between two entities. The two entities getting compared here are, one is she and the other one is any boy. These are the two entities getting compared. More intelligent is a comparative degree adjective followed by than. That is also fine, grammatically correct. So she is more intelligent than any boy in the class is grammatically fine, makes sense. Can we convert this idea? Can we convey this idea in the superlative degree form? No. The same idea can be conveyed in the superlative degree form only if other is there in the comparative degree form. I repeat, only if other is there in the comparative degree form, the same idea can be framed in the superlative degree form. Come to the previous statement. Kerala is more beautiful than any other state in India. This idea we have conveyed in the superlative degree form as Kerala is the most beautiful state in India. So in the comparative degree form we have other. We have conveyed the same idea in the superlative degree form as well. So as I said, the same idea can be framed in the superlative degree form only if other is there in the comparative degree form. This sentence is grammatically correct, makes sense. But it cannot be framed in the superlative degree form because in the comparative degree we don't have other. But this statement is completely fine. Come to these sentences. If these four are given us the options, which one of these will you select? Or which of these four is so are grammatically correct? That's my question. The Nile is, you know that the Nile is not in India. Right? You know that really well. The Nile is longer than any other river in India. The Nile is longer than any river in India. The Nile is longer than any river in the world. The Nile is longer than any other river in the world. Which of these four sentences must be considered? That is my question. Come to one. The Nile is longer than any other river in India. From this sentence, is Nile a river in India? We know that it is not in India. My question is from the first statement. The Nile is longer than any other river in India. From this sentence, is the Nile a river in India? Yes, because it says any other river in India. That means the Nile is also a river in India, but the Nile is not in India. The meaning is not fine, so eliminated. Come to the second one. The Nile is longer than any river in India. From this sentence, is the Nile a river in India? No. The Nile is longer than any river in India means the Nile is not a river in India. The meaning is completely fine. Longer is a comparative degree adjective. The two entities getting compared here are, one is the Nile and the other one is any river in India. These are the two entities getting compared. Longer is a comparative degree adjective followed by than, grammatically correct. This idea cannot be framed in the superlative degree form because in the comparative degree we don't have other. But this sentence is grammatically correct. It makes sense. Come to the next one. The Nile is longer than any river in the world. From this sentence, is the Nile a river in the world? No. The Nile is longer than any river in the world means the Nile is not a river in the world. The Nile has to be a river in the world. The meaning is not fine, eliminated. Come to the last one. The Nile is longer than any other river in the world. From this sentence, is the Nile a river in the world? Yes. The Nile is longer than any other river in the world means the Nile is also a river in the world. The meaning is completely fine. Right. Now we need to check for the grammatical rule, whether it is correct based on the rules in grammar. The Nile is longer than any other river in the world. The two entities getting compared here are, one is the Nile, the other one is any other river. These are the two entities getting compared. Any other rivers is wrong, it must be any other river. Longer is a comparative degree adjective followed by than, that is also fine. This sentence is grammatically correct. Can this idea be framed in the superlative degree form? Yes, because the comparative degree we have other. So this idea in the superlative degree form becomes the Nile is the longest river in the world. The Nile is the longest river in the world. Longest is a superlative degree adjective. We can use it when we refer to the highest level entity in a group. What's a group here? The world is a group here. Longest is a superlative degree adjective. Grammatically correct. Now these two sentences mean the same. The only thing is expressed in two different forms. One is a comparative degree form. The other one is a superlative degree form. So the Nile is longer than any other river in the world is the same as the Nile is the longest river in the world. The same meaning. Getting it? Come to the next one. I've gone for 4 sentences. You know biscuit Bourbon, right? The chocolate cream biscuit. That sugar studded biscuit. Yeah. Bourbon is a biscuit. You know that. Bourbon is tastier than. Tasty is a positive degree adjective. Tastier is a comparative degree adjective. Tastiest is a superlative degree adjective. Is tasty, tastier, tastiest. Bourbon is tastier than any biscuit. Bourbon is tastier than any other biscuit. Bourbon is the tastiest biscuit. Bourbon is the tastiest of all the biscuits. Come to the first one. Bourbon is tastier than any biscuit. From this sentence, is Bourbon a biscuit? No. Bourbon is tastier than any biscuit means Bourbon is not a biscuit. Bourbon has to be a biscuit. The meaning is not fine. Eliminated. Come to the second one. Bourbon is tastier than any other biscuit. From this sentence, we can say that Bourbon is also a biscuit. Because I said any other biscuit. So Bourbon is also a biscuit. Meaning is fine. Tastier is a comparative degree adjective. Which are the two entities getting compared here? The two entities getting compared here are, one is Bourbon and the other one is any other biscuit. These are the two entities getting compared. Tastier is a comparative degree adjective followed by than. That is also fine. This statement is grammatically correct. This idea can be framed in the superlative degree form because in the comparative degree we have other. Come to the next statement. Bourbon is the tastiest biscuit. Bourbon is the tastiest biscuit. Tastiest is a superlative degree adjective. And we can use it when we refer to the highest level entity in a group. Bourbon is the tastiest biscuit. What's a group here? In this sentence, a group is understood. I'll tell you what. Come to the next one. Bourbon is the tastiest of all the biscuits. Tastiest is a superlative degree adjective. What is a group here? All the biscuits is a group here. We're talking about the highest level entity, superlative degree adjective, grammatically correct. Now, Bourbon is the tastiest biscuit is the same as Bourbon is the tastiest of all the biscuits. The same meaning, no change in the meaning. These three sentences mean the same and are grammatically correct. Bourbon is tastier than any other biscuit. Any other biscuits is wrong. Any other biscuit is the same as Bourbon is the tastiest biscuit. And that is the same as Bourbon is the tastiest of all the biscuits. These three statements are grammatically correct, convey the same meaning. Come to these sentences, these 4. Gold is more precious than any metal. Gold is more precious than any other metal. Gold is the most precious metal. Gold is the most precious of all the metals. Precious is a positive degree adjective. The comparative degree is more precious. We cannot add er or st to precious. The comparative degree is more precious. The superlative degree is most precious. It's precious, more precious, most precious. Come to the first one. Understand the meaning. Gold is more precious than any metal. From this sentence, is gold a metal? No. Gold is more precious than any metal means gold is not a metal. Gold has to be a metal, so the meaning is not fine, eliminate it. Come to the second one. Gold is more precious than any other metal. From this sentence, we can say that gold is a metal because any other metal. So meaning is fine. Gold is also a metal. More precious is a comparative degree adjective. The two entities getting compared here are, one is gold and the other one is any other metal. More precious is a comparative degree adjective followed by than. That is also fine, grammatically correct. The meaning is fine and is grammatically correct as well. This idea can be framed in the superlative degree form because in the comparative degree we have other. Gold is the most precious metal. Most precious is a superlative degree adjective. Gold is the most precious metal is the same as gold is the most precious of all the metals. What's the group here? All the metals is a group here. We are talking about the highest level entity, superlative degree adjective, grammatically correct. And these three sentences mean the same. These three sentences mean the same. Same is the case here. Bourbon is the tastiest biscuit is the same as Bourbon is the tastiest of all the biscuits. Similarly, gold is the most precious metal is the same as gold is the most precious of all the metals. The same idea expressed in different forms. Getting it? Come to this now. Now I told you earlier, we use a comparative degree adjective only when we compare two entities. Now my question is, the two entities must be two similar entities or two entirely different entities? Should we compare two entirely different entities? No. Now should I say, my dog is more handsome than you? No. I should not compare my dog with you. I should compare my dog with your dog. My dog is more handsome than yours. Yours means Y-U-R-S, not apostrophe S. Y-U-R-S. Yours means your dog. Now we should not compare two entirely different entities. We should compare only two similar entities. Now one question, dog is male or female? Now we use the word handsome to refer to male and we use the word beautiful to refer to female. Dog is male or female? In fact, dog is male. The female one is bitch. What is a bitch? A bitch is not a female dog. There's nothing like female dog actually. Is a woman a female man? No. A female man is not called a woman. There's nothing like female man. So never say female dog. There's no usage like female dog. The female one of a dog is called a bitch. The female one of a dog is called a bitch. Who is a bachelor? Is a person who is unmarried called a bachelor? No. A man who is unmarried is called a bachelor. Right? A woman who is unmarried is called a spinster. S-P-I-N-S-T-E-R, spinster. A widow is a woman who has lost her husband, whose husband has died. A widower is a man who has lost his wife, whose wife has died. Now, there's a term called personification. Personification means giving human characteristics to something that is not human. P-E-R-S-O-N-I-F-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Giving human characteristics to something that is not human is called personification. Like the sun. The sun is personified to be male. We say sun god. Earth, female, mother earth. Nature, female, mother nature. India, female, it's mother India. India is not a fatherland, India is a motherland. Now some countries called fatherland. I think Russia, if I'm not wrong, Russia. The way we call in Russia or Germany, the way we call India motherland, they call it fatherland. So there it is female. There it is male. India is a motherland, so female. Ship, S-H-I-P. Now ship is not male, not female. Ship is personified to be male or female. Titanic. She has sunk or he has sunk. Now we use the word drown only in the case of humans. We drown. Non-living things don't drown. Non-living things sink. Ship sinks. Right. So Titanic, male or female? She sank or he sank? She sank. Not only ship, all non-living things, all vehicles are personified to be female. Beautiful car or handsome car? Beautiful car, beautiful bike, right? Buildings. This is a beautiful building or handsome building? It is a beautiful building. My bike is my girlfriend or boyfriend? My bike is my girlfriend. Because all non-living things, in fact, are personified to be female. Beautiful house, beautiful car, beautiful bus, beautiful pen, beautiful book, beautiful room. So non-living things are personified to be female. The moon is personified to be male or female? Then we say Chanda Mama. Mama is male, in fact. Now, there's a discrepancy in that. According to Indian mythology, the moon is personified to be male. That's why we say Chanda Mama. Whereas according to the Greek mythology, if I'm not wrong, the moon is personified to be female. They consider the moon to be the sister to the sun. That's why we say the beautiful moon. And even though according to Indian mythology, the moon is personified to be male, we still say beautiful moon. Now, English has got many associations with the Greek, Latin and all. That is why even though according to the Indian mythology, the moon is personified to be male, we call it beautiful moon because of the association of English with Greek and Latin. So here anyway it is not personification because the dog is a living thing. Now, what I said. Now as I said, we should not compare two completely different entities. We should compare only two similar entities. I should not compare my dog with you. I should compare my dog with your dog. But still if I say, my dog is more handsome than you. I should not say, but still. From this statement, are you handsome? Yes. Because I said, my dog is more handsome than you. That means you are also handsome. Should you feel happy? No. Even though I said you are handsome, if I say you are more handsome than my dog also, you should not feel happy. Because even though I said that you are handsome, I compared you with my dog. That is called sarcasm. Now what is the difference between criticism and sarcasm? Criticism is a direct way of speaking negative. Sarcasm is an indirect way of speaking negative. In the case of sarcasm, what a person says may seem to be positive, but the exact meaning of it will be negative. That is called sarcasm. If I say, he is a hard worker. He is a hard worker. He likes to sit and watch others working. He is a hard worker. He likes to sit and watch others working. Am I praising him or making fun of him? Making fun of him. According to my statement, what is the kind of hard work he likes to do? He does not like to work. He likes to sit and watch others working. That means he is a lazy guy. So even though what I said seemed to be positive, the exact meaning of it is negative. That is called sarcasm. So our comparisons should be between two similar entities. We should go for a comparison only between two similar entities. Come to these sentences. My question is, which of these is or are grammatically correct? My car is more stylish than my cousin's. Cousin apostrophe S. My car is more stylish than my cousin's. COUSINS apostrophe. My car is more stylish than my cousin. My house is more spacious than his. His dog is more faithful than dash. I gave some options here. Leave the last one. I gave some options. I gave a blank there. Come to the first four. Which of the first four is so are grammatically correct? Come to the first one. Come to the third one. My car is more stylish than my cousin. Which are the two entities getting compared here? The two entities getting compared here are, one is my car and the other one is my cousin. My car should not be compared with my cousin. We should go for a comparison between two similar entities. So anyway, the third one is grammatically wrong. Come to the first one. My car is more stylish than my cousin apostrophe S. The second one says, my car is more stylish than my cousin's, COUSIN apostrophe. If I say, the boy apostrophe S parents, the boy apostrophe S parents. Which of these two is correct? I say both are correct, but the meanings are different. Come to the first one. The boy apostrophe S parents means, how many boys are we talking about here? One boy. Come to the second one. BOYS apostrophe parents means, how many boys? more than one boy. According to the first sentence, the parents belong to one boy. According to the second sentence, the parents belong to more than one boy. That's the only difference. Now here, when we show possessive case, apostrophe is for possessive. Apostrophe S is for possessive case. When we show possessive case with a plural noun ending with S, plural noun ending with S means boys is a plural noun ending with S, girls is a plural noun ending with S, teachers is a plural noun ending with S, students is a plural noun ending with S. So when we show possessive case with a plural noun ending with S, place the apostrophe after S. This is a rule. I repeat, when we show possessive case with a plural noun ending with S, place the apostrophe after S. If I say the girls' college, it must be GIRL apostrophe S college or GIRL S apostrophe college. Which makes sense here? GIRL apostrophe S means one girl's college. GIRL S apostrophe means the college belongs to more than one girl. There will not be any college for only one girl. The college belongs to more than one girl. So in this case, the first one is wrong. The second one is correct. GIRL S apostrophe college. Now in this case, both are fine. The boy's parents means first one, apostrophe S means the parents belongs to one boy. Second one, the parents belong to one boy. The first case. The second one, BOYS apostrophe parents means the parents belong to more than one boy. In the first case, apostrophe S, I repeat because I wrote it wrong. In the first case, apostrophe S parents means the parents belong to one boy. In the second case, BOYS apostrophe parents means the parents belong to more than one boy. The meanings are completely fine. Both are correct, but different meanings actually. Right. Now come to the first one. My car is more stylish than my cousin's. COUSIN apostrophe S means how many cousins are we talking about here? One cousin because apostrophe S. My car is more stylish than my cousin's. Cousins means cousin's car. The noun car is understood here. We are not using it again just to avoid redundancy. Cousin apostrophe S means cousin's car. So my car is more stylish than my cousin's means cousin's car. As I said, the noun car is understood here. We did not use it again to avoid redundancy. Now, which are the two entities getting compared here? My car is compared with my cousin's car. Two similar entities are getting compared, so that concept is completely fine. More stylish is a comparative degree adjective. Two entities are getting compared here. Comparative degree adjective, more stylish is followed by than. That is also fine. This statement is grammatically correct. Come to the second one. My car is more stylish than my cousin's. COUSINS means how many cousins? More than one cousin. Yes. My car is more stylish than my cousin's means cousin's car or cars. Doesn't matter. Now if it is cousin's car or cousin's cars, only two entities are getting compared. One entity is my car, the other entity is my cousin's car or my cousin's cars. Now more than one cousin can possess the same car. Three sisters can have the same bike. Four brothers can use or can possess the same car. Nothing wrong in that. If I say in that house, two brothers are there. Both are my friends. It means two friends can possess the same house. Nothing wrong in that. Yes. So my car is more stylish than my cousin's means cousin's car or cousin's cars. Car or cars is understood here. We're not using it again to avoid redundancy. The two entities getting compared here are, one is my car and the other one is my cousin's car or cars. Doesn't matter. Two similar entities are getting compared. Grammatically correct. More stylish is a comparative degree adjective followed by than. That is also fine. This statement is also correct. Now the first sentence and the second sentence both are grammatically correct, but the meanings are different. In the first case, my car is compared with one cousin's car. In the second case, my car is compared with more than one cousin's car or cars. It doesn't matter. Both are grammatically fine, but the meanings are different. Come to the fourth one. My house is more spacious than his. His means his house. The noun house is understood here. We are not using it again to avoid redundancy. So my house is more spacious than his means his house. Which are the two entities getting compared here? The two entities getting compared here are one is my house and the other one is his house. Two similar entities are getting compared. That is completely fine. More spacious is the comparative degree adjective, followed by than. That is also fine. This statement is grammatically correct. Come to the last one. I give a blank here. His dog is more faithful than dash. Now his dog is more faithful than her means we are comparing his dog with her. Two similar entities have to be compared, eliminated. Option 3 is eliminated. There is nothing in English like HCR apostrophe S. I told you this, eliminated. Now we have only one option left. His dog is more faithful than hers. The meaning of hers is her dog. His dog is more faithful than hers. Hers means her dog. So the two entities getting compared here are his dog and her dog. Two similar entities are getting compared. More faithful is a comparative degree adjective, followed by than. That is also fine. Now this sentence is grammatically correct. His dog is more faithful than hers. That means her dog. Getting it? Understand the meaning of every statement, we easily get the answer.